Hello, my name is Faza. I read in 6th grade and my school name is Gangoti Public School and my teacher name is Pradyumna Bhaiya.
Okay, fine. You just tell me your name, okay? That's enough.
My name is Saurabh.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Kushi.
I am Kritika.
Okay, goals for the year for each one of you in academics.
Like in our class goals are that in RC we have to reach at the class level. Like
Okay.
if we are in 7th class, so we have to reach till 7.
Okay, do you think all the students are in same level, Saurabh?
No. Like that's what Bhaiya said, that we have to go in the same level. Like class level maybe on 30%. So we have to go on 70%.
And 90%.
So by this end of this year.
Okay, so like Fazia, like to reach 6, it's not easy, right? Like
Yeah.
what are some of the things that you think you need to do to reach on your grade level?
Like we have to focus on RC, like vocabulary, words, meaning, because we don't know what words be in the story, and then we don't know the meaning of the story. So we
Need to learn.
new words, so we can use that word in stories.
Very, very important value to success in my life is that being cooperative, honest, and respectful to others. By doing these three, we can learn more things and we can be more successful in our life.
Okay.
As I know that if I don't be cooperative, and nobody will like to me to join with their self. I need to be cooperative so that I can learn more by others.
Okay. Saurabh, I see that like there are lots of groups in your class, right?
Yes.
And how do you think these groups help you in learning?
So like basically they help. They are like in my group there are some people like Bushra and Sophia. So they exactly not understand properly. Like Bhaiya have made some groups so that they can understand betterly. Like we collect our thoughts and easily get our point on level. That
Okay.
We make them to try to understand the question, yeah, or try them to understand the topic what Bhaiya is explaining. So if when they understand the topic, so they also join with us and try to give the answers of the questions.
Okay. Kushi, tell me, does your group help you?
Yes.
And who helps you in your group?
Uttarakhand.
Okay. How does she help you in learning?
When I don't know how to do this answer and I do the answer but the answer is so wrong. So she's explained me why the answer is wrong and you write the correct. This is the correct answer and first read the question and
Okay, so she asks you a lot of questions. She doesn't directly give you the answer.
yes.
Okay. Okay, we'll just move forward. What do you think makes a great teacher? So take 10 seconds to think. What makes a great teacher? What are some of the qualities that are important for a teacher, right? Which you feel makes that person a great teacher?
Being friendly to students.
Okay. Why do you think it's important to be friendly?
Like we are, if you not be a friendly teacher to students, they will think that our teachers keeps on pushing us, pressing us to do this. They will also get something stuck in their brain. Our teacher is always doing that. We will do or not do what he will do that. So I think it is important to be friendly with the students so that they learn more easily and properly.
Okay. Saurabh, what are the other qualities that you feel?
So like in our school there are some teachers who only stuck in books, not go out from books. So, but our teacher Pradyumna sir, he also use our prior knowledge that can happen in our life or in books. So we can connect those things and can able to get the answer.
Okay.
Like that, like he is saying that Bhaiya help us to connect the question. Like in our groups, we also try to do that questions like Bhaiya give to us. Like first we discuss in a Bhaiya didn't give suddenly Bhaiya didn't give answer. He said that try to understand the question slowly. First we get in the group and then we try to understand the question. Like some people said different answer. So if we connect them, that we can understand the question. So we can also do the answer.
And they make us do another method to solve this question, not directly give this answer that if you do this you will get the answer. He will make us that do this, then you will then do this, then you will realize how we are getting the answer.
Why is that very important, Saurabh? Why is it very important to give a lot of things to, get students to come up with their own answers instead of teachers giving their own answers?
So like basically some teachers, however, only give directly the answer, but what is the point of the student are studying? They are not studying. Actually the teacher is only giving question and we are all copying. So basically in school we have to use our mind and
Basically
get
they
the
are
answer.
not learning it, they are just
Cramming.
getting it and cramming
Like that,
it.
Bhaiya is
And
different.
Yeah, Kushi, you have something to say?
In my class, Bhaiya is not give the answer. Bhaiya is saying कि first
Think about
the
it.
situation.
Like
the
that,
situation. So Bhaiya, when we are take the answer and we are seeing the Bhaiya is know कि we are also know how to solve the
But
and
we are not using our brains to solve
yes.
it.
And
Like
in the
that-
many class, so many teachers give the answer.
Correct,
And-
correct.
Yes, and they are doing copy and in paper they are writing.
Okay.
Bhaiya like that, Bhaiya.
But
our-
don't you think it's also important to, keep your maintain your copies? Don't you think it's also important to write all the answers in the copies? Don't you think these?
That's Bhaiya does.
Okay.
Like we are comparing our teacher to another teacher in basics of teaching method.
Okay.
Bhaiya does not directly give the answer and say copy it and cram it.
Okay.
We
Fine.
also learn how to solve
Fine.
it and we remember it so that we can do better in the exam.
Okay. Fine.
Bhaiya is different with other teachers. They
But
like
what happens? So I have another question, right? So basically, this is taking up a lot of time. So today I saw in the history class, when Bhaiya was doing a lot of inquiry, Bhaiya was asking a lot of questions, showing a lot of videos. It's actually taking up a lot of time. So what that does is a lot of you are not able to write the answer, complete the answers. But so that's the problem with this particular method. Do you
like
agree
you
with
are
that?
saying that Bhaiya takes so much time, but Bhaiya take it deeply. Other teachers do not take it deeply, and then we cannot understand.
Okay.
If it came in the paper, how we will do it.
Okay. How many hours do you think your teacher plans for one lesson?
Bhaiya
I think 30
plan
minutes or
like
45, maximum 45.
No. I'm not asking how many hours does your teacher take a lesson. My point is before Pradyumna Bhaiya does your lesson, how many hours do you think he plans at home? Or do you think he even plans?
Yeah.
Yes,
plan.
How do you know, Kushi?
Like
Because I have seen his planning copy.
yes.
because he
Bhaiya
wrote
writes
the
so
agenda,
many
so
things.
Okay, let Kushi answer. Okay.
Because in Bhaiya have one register.
Okay.
Bhaiya is write the all answer and what Bhaiya is today.
Whatever he is saying.
Yes.
How many hours do you think he would have spent at his house?
Bhaiya many.
I
Bhaiya, he
can
tell
you
that
can examine.
I
like
approximately whole day. He said that I have done lot of hard work.
Like we
Keep
can
on
imagine
saying
that.
this, so I can say approximately that he have taken full day to make.
Do you think it's important for a teacher to plan? Because this is a big debate that I have with a lot of teachers.
Bhaiya, yes.
A lot of teachers say that they already know the subject, so they don't need to plan.
Bhaiya, no, it is not right. Bhaiya, kuch questions, there are many questions that we
Okay.
don't know.
Yeah.
And if teacher don't know the question, how will the teacher teach?
How will they
teach
understand what
to
a
the
child
student?
is getting affected by? How they will understand a child is getting problem? How they will solve if they don't know a child is getting problem in their mind?
Okay. So
Like
there
they
are so
only-
many students in your class who are from different levels, right?
Yeah.
And what is that Bhaiya does which helps each one of the students, because all of them have are coming up with, all of them have different requirements, right? Basically. So what is that Bhaiya does to help each one of them?
So like Bhaiya make groups like 3-4 people are on like higher level like Fazia, me or Anasman or Kajal. So like there are some people Anjali Pandey, Bushra and Sophia. They can't like understand properly, so then we help them to understand. Like Karan also, he can't also understand properly.
Okay.
So then again we like make him understand so he
Like-
can remember.
Okay, so Kushi, I want you to answer. So tell me, if you were not in a group, do you think that would have made any difference?
Yes.
How do you think that would have made any difference?
Because when we do alone,
Mm-hmm.
in group, we are studying and we are doing the answer and we don't know how to do. And in group, we one by one explain and how to do, and no, there's one two people as don't know how to do, so they are explained.
Students in developed countries, right? Do you think you would be in a position to match them?
Somewhere yes, somewhere no.
Okay. What do you think would be required to match students in developed countries or students from really, high fees, high end private schools?
Where it's all about doing hard working and learning the importance of study in their life.
Okay.
As we know the value of study in our life, we can do whatever we want to do. It's not about like they are getting high fees, they are paying high fees, they are very rich.
they are
It's not
studying
about that. It's all about doing hard work.
What are the challenges that you would face? Do you think you would end up facing in order to reach your goal? What are some of the challenges do you think that you would face?
We have to challenge, like if there was some student, if he has so much attitude, he say I can do this question and you cannot do that question.
And they will tease
We have
us.
to prepare for that and challenge with that.
Okay.
Like
So
some
we will
challenges.
know about
Treats all the students equally?
Yes.
yes.
Yes, he does. What makes you say that?
Bhaiya is not to compare.
Okay, so he doesn't compare with.
Yes.
Why do you think it's important to not compare?
Because one person know many answer, and
Okay.
the more people has not know the answer that, and what bhaiya is
Teach all the students equally.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bhaiya like that, she was saying that their Bhaiya teach equally. Bhaiya always focus on the students more who can not understand. There is some students like Bushra, Anjali Pandey, Karan, many students, they don't know the question, and Bhaiya more deeply tell
Make them understand. Okay.
Huh.
So he basically
Focus
takes.
on them.
Again and again ask who, tell me who
Okay.
did not understand.
So tell me, you have another 3 or 4 years to reach your 10th standard and 12th standard, right? Like you will be in 7th standard next year, right? Like the next 3-4 years, like 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 4 years to go to your 10th standard. You must have heard that a lot of people say that 10th standard is really, really important,
Yeah.
right? And do you think you will be able to achieve really high marks in your 10th standard, and how do you think scoring high marks in 10th standard would help you in your life?
Like if we
So let's come to part 1, right? Like, do you think you all would be able to score well in 10th standard?
So yes.
like Bhaiya, in exams, it doesn't like when we explain, it is our method to explain is very nice. It doesn't help in exams. Like it doesn't help in exam you are explaining very nicely, so you get
Good marks.
good marks. Like if we understand the whole questions and go deeply inside, so we get more marks.
Okay.
As Bhaiya, she is saying that it is get to score really good in 10th, as you said also. I am saying that it is compulsory to score good marks in 10th class, as you are want to go in a good college to succeed in your life better.
Right.
So they will say show your 10th passing certificate by good marks.
Right.
We have to show him the certificate by passing, evidence to be that we have passed 10th class by a high and good marks.
Okay, fine. Thank you.